Hello, Cappies. Welcome to your 2020 yearly forecast. Let's see what your theme is for the year. First and foremost, Capricorn 2020. Okay, Capricorn. Oh, okay. Hmm. I think what I am seeing here for Capricorn, I'm almost seeing like a cross, okay? And I'm wondering if there are some sacrifices you're going to end up making this year, maybe creatively or even within your fertility. But we're going to need more information. So let's go ahead. We're going to do one card per month and one stone per month in a 12-card spread. But I do think that this year is going to bring some sacrifice, okay? And sometimes it's good. If we spend a year clearing out the old, we will have room for a new in 2021. Lots of a new, right? And sometimes it just takes that long to do so. I was hearing a while back that in some years we end up having major year-long sacrifices. And then the following year or every other year we'll have a year of abundance. And I just think that that's kind of really what I'm pulling right now. And I am kind of identifying with that. Vice versa tarot, of course, are two-sided. So I think you're going to be seeing some endings, some, obviously in January, you got a big shock coming in. But this isn't always a bad thing. So let's keep our minds open for it. And, okay. Capricorn. All right, so what we're looking at is that in January you have a huge disruption stone. And then we also have a very big shock coming in. This is going to be major, major news. It will be life-changing news. If you can see this little bird here, though, eventually you will have some peace. But right now there is a lot of disruption that's coming in. And it's going to knock your socks off. You did not see this coming. And then we also have in February, okay, you are really going to start connecting those two opposites and finding a mutual ground. You're also going to be connecting probably with the divine. This is strength in reverse. So I think you will be going through a downtime after this big shock in January. And you will be seeing things kind of from an inward standpoint, and dealing with with situations that are almost kind of, I don't want to say weakening, but this over here might even bring you to your knees, okay? This shock that's coming in. And you may feel insecure, unconfident. You may not really know what to expect even. And when we're unsure of things, we can lack that strength that we need or want or hope for. Then we have March coming in. Things are going to kind of balance out for you, especially financially. There will be a lot of growth and illumination in your financial area this year, especially in March. And you're just going to kind of be working, but enjoying your time working. Especially for Capricorns, obviously, you are, all earth signs are very much engaged in their work, and so you're just gonna kind of have an illuminated time in the sun, financially and in your career path. And then in April, I do think that you're gonna put some emotional things behind you. Maybe people who didn't step up emotionally, but you're gonna really have that healing. You're gonna start focusing on your own dreams and your own paths, and you're going to feel almost renewed, like a child. Okay, we do have the child here, and that healing growth is going to really happen for you. Furthermore, I do think you're going to attain some knowledge that is really going to help you in your path and in your future, in growing emotionally. In May, okay, you will have you'll be on the verge of a very big change, okay? Now, on the opposite side, that inspiration has struck. Everything is really, in full bloom. You're ready to get going on that path. I do think that this path is and if you can see, there's a lot of growth on the top there. Okay, and right here, it's just starting to bud. So what I'm seeing here is that this big change that's happening, you're going to start seeing and illuminating that inspiration for this new path to happen. And with that is obviously going to bring a lot of change. And until you're ready to get started, you're just kind of standing there holding your rod like, I have this idea. I'm just waiting for the right time to get started, okay? And that's that Ace of Wands in reverse. Okay, and then in June, all right, you have the Five of Wands in the reverse. You will have an explosive argument, okay? Whereas with this side, it's kind of a petty battle. On this side, it's really quite explosive. But you will be victorious in that battle or in that argument. And this may carry you through the entire month of June, okay? It's going to be that, much of an issue between you and this other person. In July, I am seeing that either you or somebody is going to be very protective and kind of leading a community of people. Next year especially, I've been seeing a lot of this Emperor with Community Stone. And most of the time it is the Emperor in the upright. He's not a bad guy in the reverse either. But what I'm seeing with this is that he's not really vetted yet. Okay. He is older. He is knowledgeable. He is a leader. This individual would be perhaps an older gentleman, within the family or the community. He could be a dean at a school. He could be your boss at work. But masculine energy, and I think that you will make a connection with this person in the month of July. And I think it'll be very positive for you. And in the month of August, there is a relationship on the fritz. You do have the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. If this is you could be, because you could be the Queen of Pentacles. You are an earth sign, okay? In the reverse, you could be kind of feeling less bountiful, maybe you had a bad harvest. reaping what you sow. Maybe you did not meet your goals that you had intended to meet. But considering the fact that I am seeing the relationship stone, I do kind of feel like this could also definitely be another Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, feminine energy that maybe is experiencing that issue herself with the lack of bounty, the lack of meeting goals, and she's taking that time out for herself and not really focusing on your relationship, okay? Which might feel hurtful, but sometimes we all need to kind of look inward and focus on ourselves, and that may be just what she is doing. And September does mark an end of a journey for you, okay? I do think that the end of this journey is going to feel like a huge sacrifice. Considering that sacrifice, we may even be sacrificing this relationship, or she is. There's lots of sacrifices at play here, but I do think because your overall is creativity and fertility, whether creatively or fertility-wise, the month of September is when that sacrifice is going to happen. That part of your journey is going to end, okay? And of course, you will be at an emotional loss by October. I am wondering if this is a fertility issue and that we're just kind of giving up at this time, or if we're just accepting that part of our life. Capricorns, it may not be over forever, but maybe it's over for a time. You are feeling that emotional loss because of this. This could also be a family member. See, we're seeing this. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, and that's family there. So wondering if maybe this Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, feminine energy is a family member, and it began here, and you had to sacrifice that relationship and that journey with that person. And now we are in this emotional loss category. However, you know that not all is lost. You still have these two cups here. There is this rose of growth, okay, in healing. And so you already know and are already aware by October that it's time for you to move forward in your journey, and you are going to begin to heal from this loss. And then we have some joyful news coming in, perhaps a message of a new job, a message of an inheritance, a message of money coming in, okay? You do have the Page of Pentacles in the upright.